I'm John D. I'm 32 years of age. I was first introduced in Sharp in 2006, but I didn't take advantage of the facility then. I come into recovery in Sharp in February 2008. I've been an alcoholic, cocaine and crack cocaine user for I'd say 15 to 17 years. My life, I had everything in it. I had a good job in the solicitors. I had children, I had the house, but what I didn't have is any control over my drug use. If I looked back through my life now, my life is just full of destruction, and most of all it was destruction against myself because I didn't like me. I've really come to admit that I was an addict when I was about 25 years old, when I realised I couldn't function, I couldn't control anything. My life was just getting worse. But I still didn't seek help till another 5 years later, because I was afraid. I was afraid of the future without drugs. I was afraid of my life without the things that drugs give me, confidence, and I felt like if they went, I had nothing else, because I always had to use something to make myself feel better. I never got out of bed hardly for about, I'd say 2 to 3 months. The only time I get out of bed was to go to the off licence or to ring my dealer, go down to the dealer and get the drugs. I had no life, I'd lost my family, I'd lost everything. I was lonely. My last time before my using days was when I was going back to my 13 years of age, 14 years of age. So, it's like a lifetime, longer than what I've lived, half what I've lived, on drugs and drink. And to let go of that is a massive fear. Your whole life changes. When I come into Sharp, I knew I had to make massive changes in my life. I knew I had to, come away from the friends that I'd always associated with. I knew I had to change circles of friends, jobs, the lot, and I had to make a start at 32 years of age. I had to restart my life, and it's terrifying. The first day I come into Sharp, I've never felt such an overwhelming welcome. You sat there, and one by one, people introduce themselves and welcome you and say, tell you about the place and what a gift it's given to them and what a great thing it's done for them. That gives you straight away a lot of hope and a lot of faith in what goes on here. And then straight away from what you're thrown into the groups, the intense therapy, and the therapy just opens you up. It's electrifying. I can't really describe the feeling that. It's scary. It's the most scary thing I've done in my life, going to places I've never gone before and opening up and telling people, strangers and people I've never met before, stuff I've never opened up about for 25 years. Stuff that happened to me in my childhood and so on. So for me to feel so confident and so much trust in a place was a breakthrough in itself. And that's what I felt when I come to Sharp. Life didn't have to be the way I thought it had to be. I thought it was just sort of set in stone now. I was going to be an addict. I didn't like myself, as I said before, and Sharp made me look at myself in a different light. It made me realise that my whole way of thinking was wrong. I just took on a belief of what had been drummed into me all my life, and to sort of wake up one day and realise that your whole way of thinking's wrong. And that there is a life out there for you, and there is hope, and that there is possible to have a family and settle down and look at yourself and be happy with yourself. That to me was everything, because I had to live with myself, which I could never do. And for the first time here, I started to be able to accept myself. While I was in the process of leaving Sharp, I'd already made my way back to college and started going back into college. I'm very passionate about helping people as well, and giving people this message of recovery, because there's so many people out there, and I know from personal experience that I've got no hope and think that's the life now, and it's not the way. So at the present time, I'm in college studying psychology, going to uni next year to do a degree in applied psychology. And then I've got a 5-year plan, and I hope to do a master's degree in addiction and drug use. There's hopes and dreams for me, but I didn't have hopes and dreams a year ago, and I have now.